everybody, it's me again. I figured I would do a Valentine's Day special, which is kind of weird considering I've never had a girlfriend and I'm 33 years old, but in any case, here goes. Just, I have, in, this is my 33rd Valentine's Day, and I have done the past 32 without a girlfriend to send flowers or chocolates or take out on a date. And I would like to tell you a little bit about what that's like for me. See, I have fallen in love before, and as you can imagine, I've had my heart broken. I would like to tell you a little bit about that. Valentine's Day has never really been a happy day for me, especially since middle school, but we'll get to that right after I tell you about the time I fell in love. When I was 18, this little girl near my house died. She was 13 and she stole a car and wrecked it and died in the crash. Her mother, when she was in Florida at the time, we were in North Carolina, and she suffered a complete nervous breakdown when she found out and had to be treated with electroshock therapy. In any case, the first time I met her was at her daughter's funeral. She was crying, obviously, and I talked to her for a bit afterwards. And anyway, what happened is I quickly grew to love her. And she was, ironically, 33. I was 18, so we were 15 years apart. She was about to have her 34th birthday. And a month off, which was a month off. And it's just like everything that I had a question for, she had an answer, you know? She was a good mentor, a good listener, and she gave me good advice. It's like, you know, she seemed so awesome, and what was amazing to me is that she was an offbeat. She was eccentric, but she was a winner. I mean, it seemed like everything she touched turned to gold. She was an Olympic class speed skater. She was a varsity cheerleader in high school. She was a straight A student. She could have easily been a doctor. However, she did choose the wrong path. She chose to try heroin for the first time at the age of 28. And since then, her life had been a downward spiral. The problem is that, you know, when I fell in love with her, I just didn't really see a problem with her. I didn't think a heroin addict could be as fit as she was. I mean, she was built like Allie Reisman. And she had just this amazing life. She always had a good story to tell. She was very open-minded and very tolerant and accepting, and she was also a manic depressive in contrast with my high-functioning autism. And I felt like we'd be a great match. I mean, she was just the right girl for me. And despite our age difference, I could really relate to her, and it seemed like she could give me wisdom and guidance. And she was very intelligent. Sadly, she did steal from me, and it left me in the dust with a heroin dealer. But as a lot of people pointed out, the drugs made the choice for her, and I think about her every day. I think about her all the time. Wherever she is, I hope she finds peace, but last I heard, she is not doing too well at all. And it really makes me sad to see her reduced to this, because she could have been so awesome. Believe me. In any case, when you're 33 and never had a girlfriend, you think about like usually bad experiences that you had on Valentine's Day. Like, I remember when I was in like middle school, I sent out like 3 Valentine's Day lollipops to 3 separate girls. You paid $1 for them and you sent a lollipop out to them. 2 of the girls ridiculed me and made fun of me in front of their friends and just totally threw the monkey wrench at me. And this one girl said, "Thank you for the lollipop, but I already have a boyfriend." And I'm like, well, at least you didn't publicly humiliate me, you know? That's what I was thinking. And, but anyway, care to guess how many lollipops I sent out the next year? None. And, it's like, you know, anyway, it's like having a, really high sex drive as a teenager and in your 20s. It's just pure torture at this point, you know? Because you just want to fuck everything in sight, but you can't get any. And it will drive you nuts. I mean, several people, I know of several people who have chosen chemical or even physical castration. I once considered that option as well, but I discovered pornography and that sort of quelled it, because why would I want to go a expensive and probably very painful procedure, expensive, dangerous, and quite frankly painful one, you know? And anyway, I decided that it's just like you know, once I found porn, my sex drive was settled. So why bother doing all these desperate things to get a girlfriend or end my libido when I can just flip it up and look at porn? And you might be thinking I'm an incel, and quite frankly, I don't really identify with those guys very well, because it's like, you know, a lot of the shit they believe is just idiotic. And I am by no means a feminist at all, quite frankly. In fact, you might be able to classify me as MGTOW, and you could definitely classify me as red-pilled. Because, but incel, no. I mean, they believe a lot of stupid shit about jawline and how they want to have acid attacks on women. It's like I see them with avatars of Elliot Rodger and Ted Bundy. Quite frankly, to be honest, I don't blame women for not wanting a lot of them. That's one of the few sane decisions they make, it seems, is not having sex with them or having anything to do with them. At least for the most part. I mean, there are some that are exceptions, but I mean, they just seem to be really deluded. I mean, it's like I found out that some incel forums will automatically ban women from participating in their forums, and I'm like, why are you throwing them out? They're the ones who can help you with your problem. It just doesn't make sense, you know? And anyway, these experiences have taught me that, you know, life is not a fairy tale. Romance is not a fairy tale, a Disney movie, or a feel-good story like that you'd find on a channel such as Soul Stack or Dramatize Me. That's just not the way life works. I wish it did work like that, but it doesn't. And it's you know, I just don't see what a lot of it is. I mean, it's just really crazy when you think about it. But then again, one could argue that I'm part of a changing demographic with the rise of herbivores, incels, and MGTOW, and all that crap. Me personally, it's like sometimes I feel like, you know, at least with that girl I told you about that was addicted to heroin, I'm not going to use her name, but I kind of wish she had been my girlfriend for a little while, because then I could have some memories and actually know what it's like to have a girlfriend. But as far as people ask me, do I want a girlfriend? My answer is simple. It's not yes or no. It's an I don't know. because I have no experience with it. I mean, people tell me all the time about how relationships are a lot of work and how there are a lot of fights and arguments and all that jazz going on. But, and in fact, some people have, married people have gone as far as to call me lucky or a totally free man. But I don't know how much of that is true. Maybe their experiences would not be my experiences, and my experiences would not be their experiences. You never know. I mean, everybody experiences these things differently, and it affects everyone differently. And again, it's like, I wonder what's real and what's not, All I know is that, all these feel-good movies where the loser gets the really hot chick are just fantasies and turns into a big winner at the end. I wish it were like that, but it's not. And I made several attempts to make my life like that, and none of them worked. But I am kind of at a loss at the moment, and I'm still working very hard to make things happen. And maybe someday I will have a girlfriend. I mean, hell, anything could happen, to be honest, but I'm not sure if it will. I mean, a lot of weird, if I end up with a girlfriend tomorrow, it'll be my first, but then again, stranger things have happened. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, of course. Now, this will be the end of my video, so till next time, be good, y'all.